In the following example, we assume that Peter starts his retirement today at time 0. Peter has managed to accumulate a wealth of 100,000 euros in the third pillar, which he saved in a private account. Peter wants to use interest he can earn on these 100,000 euros to cover part of his spending during retirement. The question is, how much can Peter withdraw for spending purposes from this account with a starting balance of 100,000, and for how long can this spending level be sustained? We assume, for simplicity, a constant interest rate of 5% per year. This means that the starting wealth of 100,000 will earn 5% interest in the first year and grow to 105,000. If Peter withdraws exactly 5,000 euros at the end of the year to cover part of his spending needs, his wealth will not decrease. After withdrawing 5,000 euros, which is exactly the interest earned in the first year, the account balance will still be 100,000, which can earn interest for another year and will grow to 105,000 euros at the end of year 2. Peter can again withdraw 5,000 euros and there will still be 100,000 left at the end of year 2. We see, as long as the amount withdrawn does not exceed the interest earned, such withdrawals can be made without any time limit. Peter's time of death is irrelevant insofar as there is no risk of depleting his wealth or running out of money while Peter is still alive. Withdrawals of 5,000 per year could theoretically go on forever. The situation changes completely if the withdrawals are higher than the interest earned. Similar to the previous example, we now consider Jane. She is also starting her retirement today, and she also has accumulated 100,000 over her working career in a private account. The interest rate is still constant at 5%, and to make the problem obvious, we assume that Jane wants to withdraw a lot more than the interest earned per year, namely 40,000. The starting wealth of 100,000 is invested at 5% and grows to 105,000, similar to Peter's case. Contrary to that, however, the amount to be withdrawn at the end of year 1 is now markedly higher at 40,000 euros. This reduces the wealth, that is, the account balance, at the end of year 1 to 65,000 euros. Jane has withdrawn not only the 5,000 earned as interest, but also 35,000 out of the initially available 100,000. So her withdrawals are eating into her wealth. The remaining 65,000 can now be invested for the second year and grow to 68,250. Jane's desired standard of living calls for spending 40,000 also in the second year, which reduces her wealth at the end of year 2 to 28,250. It is obvious that withdrawing 40,000 is a very large amount given the initial wealth of 100,000 and 5% interest rate. At the end of the third year, the account balance is only 29,663. This means that the desired spending of 40,000 per year is no longer possible in the third year, because only roughly 30,000 are left. The example describes a situation where the spending level during retirement is clearly too high compared to the initial wealth and the level of interest rates, which leads to Jane running out of money long before she dies. Running out of money during retirement is sometimes also called retirement ruin.